Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Simply Branny and I'm right back. Alright, thanks guys for subscribing. I'm really happy for that, and we're gonna make it to 2,000 subscriber, and the goal it's going to be 50k subscriber and on. Right, today you have seen a lot of video like how to trade with the trend. Most of the time like you find a lot of video on the internet explaining how to go in, how to follow the trend and all of those stuff. So most of the time people, they don't really know when the market is in an uptrend or in a downtrend, which is very bad. I myself, I never remember executing my trade minus knowing the trend. Where are we heading for the next week? Where are we heading for the next day? Where are we heading for the next month? This video, it will help you on how to identify and find a trend. If we can go straight to the charts, this is a chart of UJ, and don't mind about the pair, because this happens in every time frame. That is the most important thing. I know you have ever heard of high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low. This is an uptrend, right? So we have a lot of things to use in order to identify a trend. Most of people, they can use moving averages, you can use support and resistance levels, or trend line. Most of number one tool that I would tell you to use is a trend line. Can tell you whether we are in an uptrend or we are in a downtrend. Like this is the first touch, second touch, and third touch, isn't it? But we see some kind of a break to the downside. I will switch to the monthly time frame. This is no, to the weekly, since this is a daily time frame, so that you can really understand very well. Now here on a weekly time frame, for example, you will see some kind of high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low. Then here market should be making a higher high, isn't it? Currently on a weekly, we are in an uptrend, isn't it? So let's go down to the daily time frame. On a daily time frame, you will see some kind of a series still of high high and higher low, which is high high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Again, we tend to see that in a daily time frame we are still in an uptrend, isn't it? Now let's go to the 4H. What's happening? You will see in a 4H we were just making a series of higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and now the market changed into a downtrend. So you will find someone getting confused whether we are in an uptrend or in a downtrend. Like the weekly is in an uptrend, the monthly it is the monthly it is in an uptrend, and the daily, but the lower time frame we are in a downtrend. So this is how you approach the market, guys. Don't forget to trade with the forex fund. Right now they are running a 50% discount, and the link is just below. Again, if you can see that once you realize it, in a daily we are in an uptrend, isn't it? But you see some kind of a break of trend line. It doesn't mean we are in a downtrend. We switch to a downtrend bias. This is how you get to know. For example, we use some levels of support and resistance. For example, you will see that we are having this support, isn't it? If we are having this support, it was a resistance and it is going to be used as a support, isn't it? On a daily time frame, you mark it up. Then you mark your level like this. You may find that in my charts I don't normally mark these levels, but I do watch them, since I spent a lot of time backtesting and trading the same strategy. So once you do that and you go to the lower time frame, guess if let's say let me cut it off. Let's assume we are in here and the market is moving. For example, on a daily time frame, this is your support. There is no any other support. If you can check on a daily, we are having only this support, and others are just minor support like this one here. So let's go back to the 4H. If you go back to the 4H, what are you looking for? You're still spotting your levels of support and resistance. What are those levels? We are having this level here, so which means this is a retest to the downside, and then the market, it should make a higher high, because it has been making a series of high high, high low, higher high, higher low. We don't want to see the market breaking to the downside. That is the most important thing. Now you can see something like this happen, which means we have been making high highs and higher lows. We shall confirm the lower low after breaking this support resistance. And you see, if they break here, because this is the major support that we are having, if they break it, then we confirm you see, we broke that level, isn't it? Which means this is the low, a new low, which means here on a 4H we changed, but on a daily we haven't changed. On a daily we haven't changed. Then after spotting a break on a lower time frame like the 1H and 4H, a break to the downside, then this is when you get to know where the market is likely to drop or to sit, so that in order to set your goals. You know, sometimes if you're buying or selling, it's better to have a target and be like, whenever the market sells from here, from the point of interest, the next point to sit on, it's here, so that you can get rid your risk to reward gap. So if we go back, right now we are on a daily, you can see this is the level we are looking at, and this is the second level we are looking at, which means once the market drops and makes a lower low, we wait for the lower high in order to take our trade. I would say always take a trade on a pullback. Take a trade on a pullback. Like for example, any pullback that's gonna be formed in the next move, it's what we're gonna go with. You see? So you find some people like you're getting off track. Be like, man, support and resistance doesn't work. This doesn't. I've been trading this concept and I'm really going hard on it. You're watching my videos, you're watching the results I'm getting from the same concept that I'm trading, and this is the retest. You get a break and a retest. And the next thing, most of people, they don't know where to put their stop loss from, and most of them, they don't wait for a clear confirmation. For example, being in this place, it doesn't mean we should just sell. You go maybe to the lower time frame, let's say the 1H or the 15 minute. I want you to take a look at the candlestick patterns that are going to be formed here. I want you to take a look at the candlestick pattern that are going to be formed here. Now, for example, here there is we haven't seen any candlestick pattern. We see some kind of, it's not even a tweezer top, drop down, then somebody got liquidated because someone thought maybe we already went in for sales. Boom, those are called early sellers. You get, most of the time it's better to wait for these people to get stopped out. For example, right now since they have got stopped out here, we are waiting for our favorite candlestick. Boom, boom, boom. What do you see there? What do you see? We can see we are having some pin bar. You know, the market makes support and resistance from the different areas, but this is the major one. If I said the major one, which means there is the minor one. Now, for example, if you realize it, where we are having this one. Now, for example, we are having this one. You see that? This is a minus. It's just there inside. You get. So most of the time, find a way how. I'm gonna make another video teaching you how to find a minor support and the major support level. Now, for example, you can see we are having a doji at the minor support level. Now, for example, if they took these early sellers and the market came up here at the minor level, this is where I take myself from after getting a candlestick pattern, any candlestick pattern. Then I make sure my stop loss is above this level here. Then my take profit, it could be at the trend line all down here. But since I'm not really sure if we're gonna drop this down, I can put it just at the trend line and I can find the support level that I'm gonna trust, like this one. And you see that? Most of the time it is better to use lines. You see that? We are having this support level here. This is the support level I can really trust. Now let's see how this plays. I want you to see this is where all when all the people has just got stopped out, and now we come in, and guess what? We are all trading the same concept. We are all trading the same concept, but you find yourself getting stopped out every time whenever you go in. You get most of the time when the market makes, let's say, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, you will find on a lower time frame there is those levels that are just inside, making some high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, then break the structure, lower low, lower high, lower low. So most of the time, you can see this is the major support or resistance. Then there is this minor one. You get. You should be taking note. You should be back testing in order to understand the system, how the system work, and how the candlestick are made. Really, you get most of the time. So this is one way how to follow the trend. This is where you take the opportunities. Like you be having the goals and the target. Now, for example, this is the trend line here, and we are having a support down. You be waiting what's gonna happen on that support. Let me delete this. Let me make my chart clean. On that, let's see what happens on that. You can see even after a trend line, we got here a bounce to the upside. Then after getting a bounce to the upside, this is where you draw your support again. For example, somewhere like here, we are having a support, and this support here, it is having bullish engulfing, and that bullish engulfing, you enter in for buy, you may make a loss. It's fine. Remember, you made 9R in one trade or 3R. You may make a loss. Then after making a loss, we want to see you see some kind of a break. We want to see them breaking these laws. For example, after breaking the laws, went up for a retest. Do you see that? Do you see what's happening? Now on a retest, this is another way where you get stopped out, and the way all someday how where you miss your trades. You get where you miss your trades. Now I told you that we are having these major and minor support levels. You will see that we are having this resistance level. Can you see that? Now, this is where you miss. As I told you, like every time when you keep on trading the same concept, you get to understand the price action. Now, in this market, many will miss their entries. Many will just make losses by entering the trade early. Now here, this is where some of them miss the trade because they are waiting for a retest on this level. They forget that the momentum it is too strong. The momentum of the candlestick, bearish candlestick, it is too strong. It may not allow the price to come at exactly this level. Meanwhile, if you get to spot your entry, to spot your candlestick confirmation at the minor support level here, you will see that retested. You will get a chance of entering. Then where will that take you? It will take you to the next daily support level. Understand? Now let's do this. We see some kind of a retest to the minor support, and we see some kind of a bearish engulfing. This is where we get our entry. Now remember to put your stop loss at the right place. We put our stop loss at the up, like we put it at the up this resistance level, because don't mind about the pips, mind about the risk to reward. We are aiming just for 2R, which is a very nice. It's better to give your trade a nice room for the SL rather than getting stopped out 15, 20 times. Then you're gonna see what's happened. What's gonna happen? Boom. We hit the take profit. So what happens? We hit the take profit, isn't it? But imagine if you would have put your stop loss just here. So you would have just got stopped out and the market would have gone into your direction, and the market would have gone into your direction, which is very bad. So it's better to give your trader just a space for their stop loss, so long as you know the game of risk reward. You can join my community. It is free and it is called Uptown Trading Community. I'm going to be sharing more tips about trading, more free signals and setups. All right, thank you. See you in the next video. Subscribe.